All right, welcome back to Technique Tuesday. Today we have a request for men's arm styling, and we're gonna start today with a little bit of like Latin rhythm arm styling for men, right? So the basis of what we need to start to be able to do is actually come up with a system for how the arm's gonna come out and come back in again instead of feeling like it's just random. And the thing I always say is that it's not hand styling, it's arm styling. So what we have to get used to doing is using our elbows more. So that's what today is just gonna be about, really simple. So my feet together, I'm just gonna stand nice and tall here. I'm gonna take one arm. My elbow leaves my body first, right? Instead of my hand being the thing that leaves my body and does a lot of styling. So my elbow is the one that comes out first. And what I can practice first is bringing the elbow out and then turning a little bit and have the elbow come back in again. And I can get used to this feeling. It kind of feels funny right now, but you can feel my elbows just coming out, come back in. When I bring it out, I let my hand start to move out a little bit, and then my elbow has an easier time coming back in instead of feeling like my hand stays in the same place. And I just do this the entire time. You can see this is a much different feeling than me going out, bringing the hand out a little bit, and the elbow coming back in. Because we're gonna start to build this flow with the arm, and then we'll be able to open it up more, change and come back in again as we do bigger arm styling. But a lot of times if I dance like salsa or like more social dances, I'm only ever getting to like half arm styling, where my hand doesn't really get out every time I would take a step or something. So we need to start with this basis first. So elbow goes out, I let my hand start to come out a little bit, but I don't have enough time, so I just bring the elbow back in again, and then I can continue this cycle. And what I want to start to do is I can start to get both sides working here. It's the step we're gonna just finish today. So elbow exits. As my elbow starts to come back in, it's gonna send the other elbow out, and then I can do the same thing on this side, right? And now they're just gonna go back and forth, and now I have arm styling. My elbows, my arms are moving in conjunction with one another, right? So if you can't go back and forth yet, make sure you have each side working independently. It looks kind of funny, but there's a little bit of a flow to it, and then I have to just go back and forth between the two. And then all I have to do is start to coordinate that with my feet. Let's say I'm doing salsa at this point here, doing things like side breaks. The rule of thumb is I'm always gonna use the arm of the foot that I'm stepping on. So if I'm gonna go to, in this case, my left side, which is probably your right if you're mirroring me, my left elbow gets used as I go with my left foot. And then it comes back in, and then I can go use my right foot, my right elbow. And you can mirror me if you want here. This is a good basic drill, just to get the correct arm being used with the correct foot. And then in later videos, we'll start to progress this more to get fuller arms when we find opportunities to have that amount of time. From the back here, we can do this together too. Let's say I go with my left side first. I get used to just using this left side. Then I get used to using my right side here. And then I go left, right, left, right. Now I have a little bit of flow back and forth, these like half arms. And let's say I use this little pattern here, little side breaks, to kind of get each arm moving as I use each foot here. Yes, so now I have this change back and forth, and I have a more authentic flow to me moving here, even though it's super small. Instead of me feeling like I do nothing, or it's just kind of random and I feel like I'm doing the chicken dance, this is a very different feeling and flow to these patterns, which applies even if I go and change directions, and then we'll start to make it bigger and add more as we go along. But thank you so much for that request, and have a great rest of your week. Check out more Ballroom videos, more Technique Tuesdays, and we'll see you soon.